Someone stole my pen and the dog ate my news. But we're going to start. Welcome guys to the show. Today is March 12th, 2019. And thank you first to camerastore.com for sponsoring the news. And as I said last week, I will be in Helsinki at the Film Photo Fair this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm doing some sort of a keynote speaking thing on Friday, so if you want to come and listen, probably we'll figure out how to record it and post it on YouTube or Camera Store's or Camera Rescue's Facebook page. But there's going to be film and beer, we're going to do photo walks and things like that, so it's very exciting. We're going to be shooting some of that Santa 1000 film. And talking about that Santa 1000 film, I posted my video taking my test roll out. I'm like 3 months late compared to everyone else. People are already receiving the sales of the Santa 1000, but I was doing my test roll. Very interesting results. I did use HC 110 in B like I always do. And I followed the guidelines of doing the same developing as Tri-X plus 2 stops, which was 16 minutes in B, which is 131. At 20 degrees, 68 Fahrenheit. The results look good. In the video, the scans look not so good because my scanner just decided to do whatever it wanted. And I tried to fix it as much as I could in post, but some look weird. They look like they have some halos and whatnot, but they're not on the negatives. So I'm very excited to print it out and show you. For those who've been buying prints, all the prints have been shipped so far. And I am still working on the Kickstarter prints. A lot of people have written me, hey Nico, what about the Kickstarter? Well, every time I'm doing the prints for these videos, I'm trying to sneak a few prints for the Kickstarter. It's a long story. I'll make a video about why I took so long and why I'm taking so long for the Kickstarter, but that's something for another time. And what else do we have? We have news from Catlabs, who's sneaked an image of Catlabs 320 film. And it's going to be coming in 35mm film format. It's going to be reusable canisters, if I'm not wrong, and it's going to be a 320 ISO film, and it's not the Fomapan 320 soft, which is what I thought. It's some other film. I can't tell you which one because I don't actually know, but if I ever get to know exactly what film, I'll share it with you guys. And he's also told me and said it in a few comments on his different social medias that he is trying to work on an 80 ISO in 120 format. That is not in the market either, or was in the market. It's not any longer, but I can't tell you what film it is either. Both of them are black and white, so if you're one of those that loves seeing different emulsions, even though they could be, you know, some other different stock and rebranded or purposed by someone, Catlabs is coming with that 320 and 35 and an 80 ISO in 120. The 80 in 120 is still down the road, not coming soon, but the 320 is coming soon. Then we have from Lina a product that I've talked about in the news, which I saw through her social media, which was Roba Apposta, and it's basically a chemical procedure to make positives out of negatives. This is not new. In the video she posted, she says it's not new, or the guy that made it says it's not new, but what it is new is they made it a 2-step chemical thing. So basically you take a sheet of paper or a negative and you expose it normally, then you develop normally, and then you add a special bleach, then you can turn on the lights and you turn it into a positive, which is really cool. I'm one of those that I really want to test it out. I want to use it on my very ultra large format camera at 11x14, which film in Europe is hard to find except for Adox, which now makes it, and usually very expensive. So being able to use sometimes paper negatives instead of using the Harman positive paper is pretty good news for those of us. So yeah, Roba Apposta, it looks pretty cool. So far I can only see it for sale on an Italian website that doesn't let you put it in English. And even though I'm Spanish and it's something I can sort of understand, I wish there was some English retailer or English option to purchase it. It's not too expensive and I really want to try it out. Then we have Intrepid Zine. Remember I told you about it? Well, by the time I talked about it, it had already sold out. Thankfully, Intrepid, I reached out and I said, guys, I would love to see the zine and give one away. So I have one of their zines here, which I'll make a separate video on the zine, but they sent it, which is really nice. And I would love to keep it to myself, but I think one of the things I'm trying to do in this channel is give others the chance of getting things that, you know, sometimes they can't afford or maybe missed the chance to buy it. So this is the Intrepid little zine. It's a nice little size, probably around 5 by 7 inch, and lots of color images and black and white and whatnot. But I'll make a separate video on that. So Max and the team, thank you for sending me this. This will be going to someone that watches these videos. So then we have Cinestill that also has released their second edition of their video series, which is actually really interesting. It's profiling different film shooters around the US. This time it's a girl in Nashville. I can't remember her name right now, but it's really interesting seeing how she had to fall into film and or properly try to pursue her career as a photographer, shooting film, and how she managed to do it. And it's very interesting to see nowadays because I'm in a very similar position where I want to end up in my career doing what I'm doing here, and working and fighting against everything on all the odds is very interesting. So great production, very nice video from Cinestill. Usually don't talk about videos, but they really do a good job, and I know them, and I, you know, really like what they're doing. Then we have Sterman with their 8x10. They haven't reached the goal, but they're going to go with it. So they're going to do the 8x10 tray developing device. So if you do want to get it, I'm sure there's still options to buy it, but you might want to check it out just in case, or wait till the product is in the market and then purchase it. But just so you know, they're going through with it. So that's good news. And yeah, that is all for the news this week. Remember, I'll be in Helsinki this weekend if you want to meet me there or talk. I won't be wearing the suit, but you know, it's a pity. I'll be wearing normal clothes. I'm going to be having a chat. I probably will be interviewing people like Nico from Photo and other people in the market there. So if you see me, say hi. I'll have a great time. We're also going to be having beers after the events, so I'll be looking forward for that. And yeah, as always, if you have any information, you can send an email to the email below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.